Hello everyone, Lola here, and today I am going to do an unboxing of this tarot deck right here. And this is one of the latest tarot decks that I obtained. I saw the deck and I just fell in love, and I thought I should have it and I would do an unboxing video of it. So I'm going to zoom in so that the cards are clearer, and then I'm going to jump right into unboxing it. So I'm going to go ahead and unwrap this deck and then go through each card. So this is the deck without a wrap, and this golden finish just feels so good. And as you see, yes, it's a Golden Art Nouveau, and it is by Los Carabeo. Okay, anyways, right here it's written right here from Los Carabeo, and this deck is just glorious. There's something happy about it, you know. And of course, this is a Temperance card, and in the back it is yeah, this is strength. But let's see, let's open the whole thing. Okay, this is a whole deck and well wrapped, and there is the guided book, which decks usually come with. I mean, each deck comes with its own guided book, so that's what we have for this one in the back. Yes, in the back, like I said, we have the guided booklet. We also have this card in the back, which is a protector of the card. Let me put it slightly afar. Okay, this card is in the back of the whole deck. Well, it's not part of the deck, but it just has some information about the publishing house and all. So yes, here you have Los Carabeos, Tools for a Spiritual Journey with Tarot of Faith, and some more information right there. So this is the whole deck entirely. You can tell, yes, this is the very first card. The full card, we have the number 0 right here, which is, and on top, which is the number for the food in general, and the golden finish, that is, yeah, it's part of the rays of the sun, and it's really gorgeous. And another thing is also that many decks have the name of the card, but I don't see it in this deck, which means that you will really need to be familiar with Rider-Waite-Smith and all the cards to know which card it is, because yes, you don't have it printed on the card to tell you. And this is what the back of those cards actually look like. They're really pretty, and I like the fact that you can have the card reverse or straight. And again, this is for those of you out there who read reverse. I personally don't read reverse, but this is helpful for reverse reading. So now I'm just going to go through each card, and yeah, we're going to go through each card together. So this is the Fool. This is the Magician. Again, look at all that finish, the golden finish in the background. Even the feel of it, there's something with that texture, so it's not just from flat finish gold, but yes, and the texture is actually what helps, at least in my opinion, put the main character on the card forward. And also with that golden finish, I don't know if it's just me, but it also looks like there is some type of 3D. So yes, the design kind of looks 3D like, and of course it's all 2D, but because of the way, I believe it's the illusion that the golden finish does, that kind of give that 3D-ish finish to the main character on the card. So this is the Magician. This is the High Priestess number 2. So there's the 2 here and the 2 right there. The Empress. Again, you see that golden finish that really put her more in. Yes, it puts more value on her. I mean, she pops more. I really like that. It's different, definitely different. Here we have the Emperor, the Hierophant. So look at that finish. It's just amazing. The Lover. So now the lovers in this deck are very well, they portray different from the deck itself. I mean, not this one, the Rider Waite, because usually they are, I mean, they portray similar to the Devil card, which we are going to get to, and they are portrayed the same way. But here, and I find this deck interesting as well, because yes, you know, it's the Lover, you see the two lovers, but there's also, if you look well, if you see well, there's some type of destruction going on in these Lover cards as well, because there are flames. I believe these are flames. Yes. So yes, this Lover card is definitely interesting, and definitely more to say in a reading if it pops up. So I love it. I really, really love it. And here we have the Chariot. The Chariot number 7. Card number 7. Strength card. This is the same as on the back of the box. So yes, this is the Strength card. And again, you can see how she pops out. She kind of looks 3D, even though it's 2D. Everything is 2D design, but because of that golden finish in the background, she does look like she is in 3D. So this is, yes, this is amazing. The next card we have the Hermit, and I have a story to say of this card in this deck. This is actually the card. When I saw the deck, of course, it was, like I said, it was gorgeous, and I fell in love with it right away. And the few cards that I was able to see included the Hermit. And the first thing that popped to my mind when I saw this card was actually Gandalf from The Lord of the Rings. And I don't know, I saw it as oh my god, Gandalf is in this deck. I am so getting it. So yes, but again, you see this golden finish in the background, and he seemed to pop out of the card as well. That 3D looking thing. It's amazing. It is just amazing. So here we have the Wheel of Fortune. This deck is great. Justice, card 11. The Hangman. Oh, that is amazing. I have to add that this golden finish also helps these colors to pop really out. Like, look at that. It's impressive. The Death card. And this Death card is actually impressive. It's one of those cards in the tarot deck that when it appears, most people are like, uh-oh. But the way it's represented here, it's even more impressive than the regular Rider-Waite-Smith. There is a lot. I mean, the details are phenomenal. Like the priest here, the lady with the child, and there is a king, a fallen king, in the background right here, and death coming in, charging in, and yes, the detail is impressive in this deck. It's impressive. So yes, this is card number 14, which is Temperance, and this is the same card that we saw on the front of the box. So Temperance and the Devil. I mentioned the Devil earlier, and in the regular Rider-Waite-Smith, this is usually, I mean, the lovers have this position, and but in this deck it's totally different. And but again, those two lovers, they chained, have the devil right here, and again, he's impressive. He's really impressive. And next is the Tower. Look at that tower. Look at that tower. Again, that golden finish that takes up most of the card also brings that tower and the destruction around it even more forward. That is just wow. The Star card. And this is, I believe, the first card that is, I mean, yes, it has that same golden in the background, but it also has the blue color for the sky in it. And yeah, that is just lovely. It is lovely. I'm definitely glad I got this deck. I mean, I saw it, it called my name. It sounds cliche, but it did. And that Hermit convinced me even more. So we have here the Moon card. Yes, the wolves or dogs, and yes, that same blue that we had in the Star card also present in here. Then card number 19, we have the Sun card. This is just amazing. Amazing. Judgment. Judgment. The Word. Yes, and this is the last of the major arcana. And see how that golden finish makes her comes. It's like she's almost coming out of the card. Look at it. You see it? That is just impressive. So now we are done with the major arcanas, and we getting into the pip cards, and we start with the cups. Look at this cup. In the bottom here, you have the cup to represent the whole set for the cups, and here you have the number 1 for the ace of cup, and again the rays of the sun and the golden finish. And look at that hand, it's like it's coming out of the card as well. Look at that. Then we have the Two of Cups. Yes, I don't know, I know I mentioned a lot the golden finish that gives this type of 3D like finish to the whole cards. I don't know if that was done on purpose, but it's real. I mean, it really works. It's great. It's amazing. It's really like those characters are popping out of the card. Look at that. It's wow. Then we have the celebration card, the Three of Cups. Look at those ladies. Again, they seem to be popping out of the cards itself. Then the Four of Cups, the Five of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Illusion card, the Seven of Cups, yeah, the Eight of Cups. And again, here we have that beautiful blue sky with the golden finish. And when I look at those cups, it is interesting that those cups are not golden. I mean, they are represented as meaning to be golden, but they don't have that golden finish like we see in the background of the card. And I have the feeling that that was also done on purpose because, like I said, this golden finish background is what gives the main character and what the card is about that sense of getting more into focus and pop even better. So I'm not surprised per se that these don't have that golden finish as well like the background. And I actually think that if they did, they would have not been in focus, or they are right now without this same golden on them. And I don't know, it's just my opinion, but it's I mean, whether they have it or not, I'm equally happy, and I'm actually glad they don't. I'm glad they don't, because right now they show up more than possibly if they did have it. It's just a personal opinion. And here you can, okay, here you can see what I mean, because here, for instance, we have the Nine of Cups and that golden finish in the background, and see how those cups pop better than if they had that shiny finish as well. They would have blended with the background and they would have not even been in focus. Like, you'll be probably looking at the card and lose those cups, you know. It's, again, it's my personal opinion. The Happy Family card, the Ten of Cups. Again, that, see how those characters, they are just, yes, they're in focus, they seem to be popping out. The Page of Cups. And it's so interesting because this is a court card. This is one of the court cards, and look how, like, what is different from the others. Like, on the Pip cards, we have the number of the card, and here in the bottom we have the cups that signify which set we are in. And here with the page, look what we have on top. We actually have a helmet. That is lovely. Yes, we have a helmet from an hammer. So the Page of Cups. And look how the background have not only the character popping out more, but also the colors of the clothes that the character is wearing. This is just brilliant. This is brilliant. Now we have the Knight of Cups. You can see this 3D-like finish that I'm talking about, especially in this card. I don't know if it's because of the horse, as the horse is in movement, but you see it more in this one, for instance. And also the fact that there is more of the golden finish in the background. And for the Knight, we have a horse right on top. Beautiful. And then the Queen. On top we have her tiara right there, and the Queen herself. And I like that look that she has on her face, you know. Yes, she is in control. She is, everybody is hung to her lips what she has to say when she says it. And this is just lovely. And we have the king, and look at the top again, like the queen, except that is, yeah, bigger than the queens, because of course the king. And that's it for the cups. And now we moving to the pentacles, the suit of pentacles. So look again how that hand seems to be popping out of the card. Have the coins, the number one, and on the bottom now we have the coin to show that now we are in the coins suit. And yes, I said pentacles or coins, it's the same. I do call them coins, I do call them pentacles, and that is from different decks that I've been using. Some decks call that pentacles, some others call it coins, and then it just stuck. And the two of coins, now look at all that beautiful background, golden, and these two of pentacles who is juggling those coins around. And yes, I just love that 3D look that the deck has. The three of pentacles, four of pentacles, five of pentacles. I find this one interesting because differently from the other cards, this one has less golden in the background. We see a little bit on the window, and I believe that was on purpose because of also the meaning of the card, and it all makes sense. I mean, the card represents poverty, lack of monetary financial balance being left on the card. So it makes more sense to have less of that golden background that we see in other cards. I mean, why would they have gold if they have nothing, right? I think that kind of what was on in the mind of the author when designing this. I mean, I want to believe so. I'm not in their mind. I wasn't in their mind, so, and I don't know what they think. But that's what I would think. And here the generosity card, 6 of coins, 7 of coins, 8 of coins, 9 of coins. This lady is impressive, and this is one of those happy, very happy cards in the deck to see in your spread, you know. Abundance. Look at her clothing, it's so gorgeous. 9 of coins, 10 of coins, and page of coins. And like the previous page, we have the Hermit on top, and like the other card in this suit, the coin. So this page, the Knight. Look again, we can see, yeah, the same, the horse in movement again, and the same 3D effect that we have here. It's gorgeous. The Queen, yes, the Queen of Coins, and she has a different look on her face than the Queen of Cups, which makes sense. They are, yes, they're both queens, but they're different queens. They're different people, and they represent different things. But you can see that she's still commanding of attention, respect. Yeah, that is impressive. I like the little bunny right here, or is it the hair? It's, yes, the animals around. The king, and him too, have it here, that shows that we are dealing here with the king himself. And that was it for the coins, and now we are moving towards the wand. And I have to say the wands is actually, yeah, the suit of wands is my favorite suit in the deck. I just love the fire that they are about. And again, like the previous aces, you can see that hand seems to be coming out of the card because of that 3D effect. And on the back we have the wand to signify that we are now in the suit of wands. The 2 of wands, gorgeous. 3 of wands, waiting for his ship to arrive. Just impressive. And see that 3D effect here too, that's lovely. 4 of wands. And I like how in this deck, because usually you have a man and a woman, and here the main characters are actually of the same sex, and in the back you have a few more people, really show that little celebration that is coming up, that is about. And the house right here, where the castle, and so gorgeous, and yeah, it's lovely. 5 of wands, 6 of wands, another celebrative card, very positive card. And look again that 3D effect that the golden finish gives to the card. And 7 of wands, stand your ground. 8 of wands, that is just lovely. Look at all those wands coming out of the cards. Yeah. 9 of wands, 10 of wands, burden. 10 of wands. Here we have the page, really well dressed as well. We have the wand here, and right here the helmet. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, the fiery one. Fiery Knight, yes. Coming in and coming out of the card too. Look at that. Almost feels like it's going to get next out, like really out of this card. Here we have the Queen of Wands, and she has her cats, right? I really love the details, those details, and her smile, the flower. Yes, it's, and the ones they're all about, rebirths and spring season, at least to me. And that flower right here that she has, a smile on her face. She just looks so comfortable. Look at her. And she's gorgeous. She is amazing. The King of Wands. Yeah, this one is actually the more serious one. The face is like really serious and like put together. It's like, okay, everybody comes through the queen to get to the king, because look at the face of this king right here. Look at him, how intimidating he is and how welcoming the queen is. So yeah. Yeah, that is great. That is amazing. And now we are in the suit of Sword. In my opinion, this is the most painful suit in the whole deck. Not necessarily this deck, but the whole tarot deck in general. And again, here we have the sword to show that we are now in the suit of swords. And look at the hand. Look at that card of the truth. Yes. The two of swords, decision card. And again, here we have that same blue that we had in the previous card. It's just gorgeous. It was brilliant. The three of sword, and again, look at that three. Also look at the heart and the sword, how they also seem to be out of the card itself. That is impressive. It really is. So we have here the four of swords, five of swords, six of swords, going on a retreat, going on a journey, whether it's spiritual, personal, or an actual journey. Seven of swords, the sneaky one. Seven of swords, eight of swords, the prisoner, whether it's prisoner from your own thought or actual prisoner. The anxiety card, nine of swords. Again, we have that blue in between. This person who can't sleep. And this is just great. Ooh. The ten of swords. Yes, this is a very brutal card. Like I said earlier, the suit of sword is very brutal. Like you saw the 3, now the 10, and before we had the 9, the 4. Yeah, this suit is just way too brutal. But I'm glad it is in the deck because life has its ups and downs, and we need both. You know, the bad, the negative cards and the positive cards, and also depending on what you read on, the negative cards can mean positive things. So yes, don't let those cards and their design frighten you. And here we have the page of swords, usually the spy, and the helmet here, the sword there. The knight of sword is charging. Yes, and look at the horse, the look on the horse face, they're charging. Yes. Then we have the queen of sword right here. Yes, she's imposing. I mean, yes, she's holding a sword, so another thing to be watchful of. So yes, she's really imposing. And here we have the king of sword. And yeah, this is really good. And this card, well, this card is actually one of the cards that is a cover card. It's not part of the deck. I mean, it shows the Temperance cards, but it's a cover. It's a cover and doesn't belong in the deck. So this is a really good deck. I'm really glad I got it. Will I use it every day? Probably not. And the reason is not because I don't like it. I love it. It's just that my decks have different purposes. Yes, I never thought I would collect card decks, whether tarot or Lenormand or the system. I never thought I would, but I actually am. And I have different tarot decks, and I use different decks for different situations. So yes, I'm very excited to be playing with this. But like I said, different situation call for different deck. And I hope you enjoyed this unboxing video. This was my very first public unboxing video, so please let me know in the comments below what I need to work on, what I need to ameliorate. And thank you for watching. If you like what you see here, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in, and see you soon.